guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Firstly, a quick update on the Lewandowski saga, and interest coming in from Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, Lewandowski has shut that down. He's agreed personal terms with Barcelona, and he will be patient for his move to his dream club to happen. But of course, he wants to happen before July the 4th, and of course, Barcelona will activate those economic levers this week and could end up signing him by the end of this month. Alongside the striker, the club will also sign a new midfielder this summer. If, of course, Frenkie de Jong leaves, the priority is Bernardo Silva, but there is a plan B, and that is his teammate at Man City, Ilkay Gundogan. Apparently, the club really like him. Of course, he's 31 years old, 1 year left in his contract. He will leave Man City this summer, and he will be available for a good price if Barcelona fail to sign Bernardo Silva. But also, the club now are very interested in Kalidou Koulibaly, with Pique being benched this season. The reports coming in saying that Xavi has told Pique that he will be on the bench. He'll no longer be a guaranteed starter because he wants to bring in Koulibaly. But Napoli will offer him one more contract renewal this week to try and keep him. But if he rejects it, they will put him up for sale and push for his exit this summer. And of course, we do have a big update on those economic levers coming up this Thursday, and the salary reduction of course, Busquets, Pique, Jordi Alba, and Frenkie de Jong if he leaves. And lastly, big contract renewal updates on Pablo, Gavi, and Ousmane Dembele as well. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. And of course, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. Of the first player that we have been linked with is of course #1 target and priority signing for Barcelona this summer, Roberto Lewandowski. Firstly, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, they've come out saying that despite PSG reactivating their interest in Roberto Lewandowski, he remains firm in his desire to play for Barcelona. That is his only goal, and now Barcelona are waiting to see the economic levers on Thursday, and also Sadio Mane to Bayern Munich is very close as well. Patience is needed. And of course, Liverpool have signed Darwin Núñez, and now they're going to sell Sadio Mane to Bayern Munich, and then hopefully Bayern Munich will sell Lewandowski to us. That whole entire, circle I told you guys about the strikers going, all over around Europe. Again, Lewandowski will come. The question is now, when will it be? Will it be before his dream, preseason? Because of course, his dream right now is to join before preseason. We start on July the 4th, of course. He wants to join before that. Worst case scenario, he'll join after. I have no doubt that Lewandowski will be joining Barcelona this summer, of course. And also, Mundo Deportivo came out saying the agreement on personal terms between Barcelona and Lewandowski is for 3 seasons, 2+1, with a salary of 9 million euros per season net, which of course comes out to around 175,000 euros per week. Not too bad for the best striker in the world. And again, wait and see with Loa. Patience is needed, of course. Darwin Núñez is now going to Liverpool. Sadio Mane will join Bayern Munich soon, and then Bayern Munich hopefully will let Lewandowski go. Again, our bid is still on the table, 32 million euros plus 5 million euros in variables, still on the table for Bayern Munich, has not been accepted or rejected. But again, like Mundo Deportivo just came out saying, patience is needed. Now, along with a striker, another position that Barcelona wants to strengthen this summer in the attack is the right wing. And of course, the two main targets in that position are Rafinha and Angel Di Maria. And we do have some news on Di Maria coming in from Mateo Morito. He's come out saying that Angel Di Maria is getting closer to saying no to Juventus. He has not officially informed that to Juventus yet, but he is expected to do so very soon. It is a personal matter for the player. Barcelona and Benfica are attentive to a situation. I think, to be honest, we will end up signing Di Maria. I cannot see Barcelona offering Leeds the 55 million euros they want for Rafinha. I think there'll be other clubs out there that wouldn't pay that fee. I think Di Maria is going to be very, very likely this summer. Of course, I would take him 1-year contract, low wages, just come in, play for a season, help us, help maybe, challenge for the Champions League, win the Copa. Then next summer, we go in and spend some money on a winger. Of course, the priority this summer is kind of reinforce the defensive bit, get Lewandowski, and then get, a quick solution in the winger position. And of course, sign those free agents in from Kessie and Andres Christensen. So wait and see with Di Maria. Again, right now, I do think he's the most likely option to come in that winger position. But again, the priority is Rafinha. Now, along with the attack, another priority for Barcelona this summer will be to reinforce the defense, more specifically in the center back position. There, of course, is some big news about Pique, which I will talk about near the end of the video. But right now, the #1 target for signings in the center back position is Kalidou Koulibaly. And Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona have not made any moves to sign Kalidou Koulibaly yet, but they are certainly interested. Napoli intend to renew his contract and would demand at least 40 million euros if he decides to leave the club this summer. And there are reports coming in from Italy saying that Napoli want to send one more renewal offer to Koulibaly and then declare him non-transferable. But of course he accepts that offer. Napoli will be offering him a 5-year contract on a salary of 8 million euros per season. So of course just a bit under Lewandowski, so you could say around 150,000 euros per week, which I do believe Barcelona can offer him. But again, we do depend on Lenglet leaving, Mingueza leaving, Umtiti leaving as well. But the fact that Barcelona has not made a move on him is a bit concerning. We are looking for a new center back that is like 100% set in stone in my opinion, especially with the news about Pique coming out. He is the best value center back on the market in my opinion. I think Koulibaly coming into this team would be world class beyond belief. My mouth is just watering just thinking about it, man. I think Koulibaly would be a great center back signing. Of course, I'd rather sign Koundé, but he's too expensive and Chelsea are going to be paying the money for him. I think Koulibaly is a perfect option, and I know for a fact if we put that bid in, Koulibaly will choose Barcelona over PSG, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, and the other teams interested. And of course, Napoli don't want to sell in Serie A. They want to sell outside that continent. So, not continent, that country. So, wait and see on Koulibaly. But I believe that once that final contract renewal offer comes in and he says no, Barcelona will make their move, as Napoli will have to put him on the market and sell him as well. And also, by the way, keep your eyes on Fabian Ruiz, of course, Spanish midfielder in Napoli. He is in the exact same situation as Koulibaly, but he has already rejected that final contract renewal offer yesterday, and now Napoli will be looking to sell him. So when see Koulibaly, again, Barcelona are in the race for him, but they are going to wait until he's officially on the market and he has rejected that final contract renewal offer from Napoli. Now, position for Barcelona this summer that isn't the priority at the moment, but it could be later on in the window, is the midfield, which of course will depend heavily on the sale of Frenkie de Jong. And can the Serie come out saying that Barcelona's plan A to replace Frenkie de Jong if he leaves is without a doubt Bernardo Silva, but that operation will be difficult. His teammate Ilkay Gundogan is the plan B. His sign would be easier for Barcelona, and they value his attributes as well. Now, speaking about Fabian Ruiz, I would much rather sign Fabian Ruiz over Gundogan. Of course, Gundogan will be cheaper because he's a bit older and has only 1 year left on his contract, but Fabian Ruiz is younger and has 1 year left on his contract, and he's Spanish as well. I'd much rather go for him. I get it, Gundogan could come in for a year or two and do the trick, but like, we're already signing an old striker. We're going to sign Di Maria as that winger. We can't be signing 30-year-olds all over the place. You got to invest some money somewhere, and if Frenkie de Jong leaves, I know for a fact that we have 80 million euros to reinvest in that midfield. I'd much rather go for an other option. But of course, Bernardo Silva would satisfy me a lot. And I do believe if we get the economic levers, if FP goes all okay, and we do sell Frenkie de Jong, I think we can get Bernardo if Man City, of course, accept installments for his deal. They may not, but they may will. I think the Bernardo deal it will be difficult, of course, but I think it will be easier than what the media thinks. But we'll wait and see. Of course, it does depend firstly on the sale of Frenkie de Jong. We have been linked with another midfielder as well, but he looks like he'll be going to Leeds United in the Premier League, and that is Marc Roca. Canada Serie also came out saying that Marc Roca spoke with Barcelona over a possible transfer, but his future lies in England. He's very close to joining Leeds United, and of course, Fabrizio Romano came out confirming this as well. To be honest, I didn't want him in the first place. It would have been, a worst case scenario, just bring someone in rather than bringing no one in. But in the end, he will go to Leeds United. So we'll have to wait and see what midfielder we do bring in. But of course, it will heavily depend on the sale of Frenkie de Jong, and Bernardo Silva, without a shadow of a doubt, is the number one priority. Now, position for Barcelona this summer that we are not going to be strengthening whatsoever unless there is a big miracle and a lot of money left is, of course, the goalkeeper position. Now, Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying the name of Luis Maximiano is on Barcelona's radar, but they have not put in any new contacts since Ramon Planes departed the club, who wanted to sign the goalkeeper. Maximiano has a release clause of 12.5 million euros, following Granada being relegated to the second division in Spain. I was about to say La Liga in Spain. Now, with Maximiano, I think it's very, very clear the club do like him, but there has to be money left. Of course, 12.5 million euros that can go to Marcos Alonso, Azpilicueta, Bernardo Silva, Lewandowski, the new right winger. Way other priorities for Barcelona. This is like at the bottom of the list. If we have money left, we got time left in the window, let's go for a new goalkeeper. And of course, we are going to be depending a lot on Inaki Pena. If he says like, oh, I don't want to be the backup to Marc-Andre ter Stegen, this may could advance the operation. But right now, Inaki looks like he is set to be the backup goalkeeper and is happy with that. So wait and see with Maximiano. It could happen in the future, maybe in this window as well. But at the moment, definitely not a priority for Barcelona. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Staying on the topic of goalkeepers, of course, course, it is Neto. Now, Gabriel Sanz and Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Neto's departure from Barcelona is inevitable. The player wants to play regular minutes, but the problem is his high wages that drive away potential buyers. As of now, Barcelona's plan is to bet on Inaki Pena as the backup goalkeeper for next season for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Now, I think Neto in the end will leave. The question now is, will he reduce his wages considerably to leave the club this summer? Will Barcelona get a transfer fee? And also, where will he go? If he goes back to, South America in the Argentinian league or the Brazilian league, I think that departure is feasible. But if he wants to go to Europe, of course, he needs to reduce his wages. Of course, we heard that Arsenal and Everton were interested, but they still are right now? Who knows? And again, Inaki Pena will be the backup goalkeeper, and that could see Arnau Tenes go out on loan this summer as well. So waiting to see the goalkeeper department is pretty much set in stone right now. Neto will leave, and that could be the backup, and Arnau Tenes could go on loan. But of course, if Inaki Pena refuses to be the backup goalkeeper, says I want to leave the club this summer, that will have a big implication. So wait and see. But again, pretty much the goalkeeper department is set in stone for the rest of the summer. Staying in the back line, another defender that Barcelona want to sell this summer is of course Oscar Mingueza, and Gabriel Sanz Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Valencia and Hoffenheim are the two most interested clubs in Oscar Mingueza. His name was brought up in the recent meeting between Barcelona had with Valencia. Hoffenheim also inquired about him as well, and Barcelona want around 5 million euros for him this summer. I think you can even include Getafe in that bracket. I think if they can afford him, they will be interested in Mingueza. Look, in the end, he will leave, but all I hope for now is that it's going to be a permanent sale. I don't want another loan move. Of course, we got loan problem with Pjanic and Trincao and Griezmann and maybe even Ricky Puig. We gotta sell some players, maybe even Braithwaite as well. We gotta sell some players and get some money in the bank. I think Mingueza, in the end, not good enough for Barcelona. He could be maybe later on in the future if he does well and develops very well. But at the moment, 5-10 million euros is a perfect price for him. Let's hope these two clubs, Valencia and Hoffenheim, make that offer. I think you know what, Mingueza under Gattuso could do really well in Valencia in that center back position in that Gattuso system. I think he'd do super well there, develop there as well. So wait and see on Mingueza, but in the end, the club do want to sell him, and Mingueza now is open for his exit. Into the midfield now, and of course the main player who has been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours, and of course can generate the most income for his sale, is Frenkie de Jong. And the Manchester Evening News has come out saying that Barcelona want a total package of 100 million euros for Frenkie de Jong, but Manchester United will not overpay for him. Both clubs are still quite far apart regarding the transfer fee, and if Barcelona continue to stay firm on their evaluation of 100 million euros for Frenkie de Jong, Manchester United are willing to walk away and move on to other options. I mean, there's the door. I don't understand this. They think we're so broke that we're going to give you one of the best midfielders in the world who's valued at almost 120 million euros for, 70 million euros? I think they want to pay 60 million pounds, which is around about 70 million euros. I mean, what are we, chopped liver? Just know, we are the second, unfortunately, the second biggest club in the world. You're probably maybe 5th, 6th, maybe even 3rd, arguably. Know your place. We have set the price, pay the money, or hit the high road. Oh, if we're that broke, then okay, we'll give them to you for, for 60, 70, whatever. But they're trying to lowball, saying, oh, here's 60. We're saying we want 100. Oh. Okay, let's walk away. Hit the high road, man. Pay up or piss off. That's how I say it. Man United trying to play low ball, of course. They drag on deals all the time. It takes them 3 months to sign one player. In the end, they will make a good offer, I feel like. And the question is, will Barcelona accept that offer? Again, 80 million euros up front, plus 20 in add-ons. The club will accept that. I guarantee it. But I feel like United will probably offer 70 million euros. And then 10 million euros in add-on. Then Barcelona will reject that. So we'll wait and see on Frenkie. But again, we do have some quotes coming in from Oriel from TV3. Very close to the operation. One of the best sources in Barcelona. He's come out saying that selling Frenkie de Jong would be an economic decision and not a sporting decision. I'm sure that he still has many doubts about leaving Barcelona. So again, Frenkie still unsure. Just bought a house in Catalonia as well. He's happy here. He's at his dream club. But if the bid comes in and it is accepted, he will discuss personal terms with Manchester United. He's not 100% against it anymore. He is open to the idea. He's not his first choice. He's not going to go to Barcelona. Accept the next bid. I want to leave tonight. Not that, of course. So we'll wait and see on Frenkie. It depends again on the bid. But keep in mind, Thursday is the General Assembly. Everything can change. If United do not put a bid in before Thursday, the price might go up for Frenkie. I will tell you that for a fact. Because once the money comes in from those economic levers, the club won't be desperate to sell. Are they open to offers even if we get those economic levers? Of course we are. But if they want him for that €100 million valuation, they gotta put the bid in, I would say, before Thursday, but at the bare minimum in the next week. We'll wait and see on Frenkie, but again, this whole entire operation could be a different story by next week. But there is one De Jong at Barcelona who is 1,000% leaving the club this summer, and that is of course Luuk de Jong. His loan from Sevilla will expire, and there are reports coming out saying that he will be joining a team in the Mexican league. Now, I feel like Luuk de Jong is way better than that. I feel like he can go play in the Eredivisie, maybe even the Portuguese league, and maybe even a lower team in Serie A, La Liga, Premier League, or Bundesliga. I don't think he's that bad to the point that he should be going to the Mexican league. If anything, go to the MLS. There's more money there, and you're probably at a higher quality of football there as well. But looks like Luuk de Jong wants that first team minutes and, of course, that high paycheck as well. Let's be honest, but no doubt Luuk de Jong will not be a Barcelona player next season. Now, staying in the attack, we could be signing our first attacker this summer before Lewandowski, and that is the promotion of a forward in the B team, Abde. Candace have come out saying the expectation is that Abde will have a first team registration next season. Now, of course, this could lead to his loan move as well, but apparently before we go travel the preseason and start our preseason games as well, Abde will be promoted to the first team. What are your thoughts about that? Of course, with Di Maria being, in question, Rafinha basically no chance. We do have a lack of wingers at Barcelona, and of course Abde is a cheaper option and he fits that role as well. Xavi, likes the player a lot, so apparently Abde will be promoted to the first team. Let's hope he can come in and make an impact, but again, he still could leave out alone, and of course if a good offer comes in as well, about 10 to 20 million euros, the club will evaluate it. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Pablo Gavi. Now, a few days ago, Joan Laporta came out in the media saying that Gavi's contract renewal is very close, and now it's closer than ever before. Moises Malorens and Samuel Marsden from ESPN have come out saying that Barcelona have sent a new and improved offer to Gavi for his renewal, which they hope will be the definitive and final offer they have to make. Gerardo Miro came out and confirmed this as well, saying that Barcelona have sent a new renewal offer to Gavi, which is on the same scale as Araujo's contract, but Pedri and Ansu Fati's contract are at a higher scale. So Pedri and Ansu Fati will earn more than Gavi, but he will earn the same as Araujo, just underneath that salary scale. In the end, we know this is going to happen. Barcelona will not let him go. But just in case we do let him go, there are reports coming out from Luis Rojo from Marc saying that Gavi's release clause has now been increased to 100 million from 50 million as per the agreement of the initial contract. So apparently, variables have been met, and now Gavi's release clause has doubled. So if we do end up not renewing his contract, his release clause is 100 million euros. We could be asking for around 60 million euros for him this summer if, of course, we do have to sell him. But of course, that'll be not the case. He will renew his contract very, very soon. No doubt about that. Should be done in October, but in the end, it will be done in June. The next and final contract renewal update is, of course, on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele. Now, Candace have come out saying that Barcelona assures that it has no intention of making any more offers to Ousmane Dembele. They have walked away from the negotiations, but offering him one final contract renewal. Dembele's entourage explains that this is the last offer from Barcelona for Dembele's renewal. He will not renew his contract. So Dembele is saying, look, if this is your last offer, I'm not signing it. And Barcelona is saying, yes, it's our last offer, and I've walked away from the negotiations. Apparently in England, there are strong reports saying that he's very close to signing on a free deal with Chelsea, but again, no confirmation from Spain or reliable sources in Chelsea as well. I still feel like Dembele has no offer on the table. Of course, the other besides from the one from Barcelona, and he is talking with Chelsea and will sign for Chelsea in the end. They will make him that offer. But right now, as I'm uploading this video, he only has one contract renewal offer, and that is for Barcelona. There's no offer from Chelsea, Bayern Munich, PSG, or Manchester United. But again, he is talking with Chelsea. We'll wait and see. Again, 98% chance he will leave, but there is that 2% chance that Chelsea don't offer him a contract because of his injury records and behavior issues, all that sort of stuff. And then all he's left was with the Barcelona contract offer. But Thomas Tuchel, the Chelsea manager, used to coach him at Borussia Dortmund, of course, got the best out of Dembele is pushing for him internally. So I do feel like in the end, Chelsea will make him that contract offer, but will it be close to Barcelona's, or will it be like, the amount of numbers and the sign-on bonus that Dembele actually wants? We'll wait and see, but in the end, Dembele, very likely he will leave as a free agent from Barcelona this summer. Let's now discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, a quick update on the economic levers. Gerardo Romero has come out saying that if the Barcelona club members, the Socis, approve the economic levers on Thursday, everything the board has planned will be activated. Key week ahead. Now, I was thinking, imagine the Socis vote no. Of course, very unlikely. I'd say right now, it's probably 95% sure that the Socis will vote yes, but they could vote no. And if they vote no, we are screwed beyond belief. And I don't even think we'll make a signing. I think Kessie and Christian will leave, go to sign another contract, or so far cancel the contract because we cannot register them. It could be crazy, but no doubt, I think everyone's very confident in the fact that the Socis will approve it, because if they don't, we're screwed beyond belief. And again, there are quotes coming out in the media from Javier Tebas saying, look, once Barcelona sign these economic levers, they will be fine. They'll go back to the 1-1 rule, but right now they're under the 1-3 rule, and that's why at the moment we can't make any signings. So again, watch out for Thursday. And again, it could also change the whole entire situation of Frenkie de Jong as well. Thursday will define the rest of the summer, and more specifically the squad for next season as well. Big times ahead. But of course, with economic levers or no economic levers, the club still have to reduce the wage bill by, of course, another salary reduction, starting off with the captains. Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona will start negotiations with Busquets, Jordi Alba, and Gerard Pique over a salary reduction this week. And the first two have already said that they are open to doing it. Of course, Jordi Alba and Busquets confirmed on international duty in a Spanish press conference alongside Luis Enrique that they are willing to reduce the salary and help the club. Of course, the negotiations with each of them will be individual, as they all have different contracts. So again, will be one-on-one. It will not be all three of them in a room with the same reduction. Each of them have their different plans, but the club are planning to start talks with the captains this week over their wage reduction. Now, we do have an update on the captain's futures as well. Firstly, on Busquets, again coming in from Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo. He came out saying that Sergio Busquets did not have any plans to continue at Barcelona beyond next season. So again, we're getting so many indications that this will be Busquets' last season at Barcelona. Will be sad, an absolute freaking legend of this club, and he will walk away as the first team captain. It will be sad, but let's hope now he gets a proper send-off, because the past few legends have not got a proper send-off. Messi nothing, Suarez nothing, so we gotta do something for Busquets, and we may also end up doing something for Gerard Pique. Now with Pique's future, a huge explosion has happened over the past 24 hours, and it started from Fernando Polo from Deportivo. He came out saying that Xavi told Pique he will no longer be a regular starter for the upcoming season. It is true that 2 weeks ago, Xavi spoke with Pique face-to-face. Specifically, the coach told the center back that sportingly, he's not in his head as a starter for the next season and has this in his sense, and he did not have him as a basic player in his usual 11. In addition, he's made it clear that his salary is a great burden of the club and for his future for planning terms of the transfer, and he has also made it clear that his injuries is a headache for a first-team coach since he can have relapse of it. But Pique has made it clear to Xavi that he wants to continue and show the coach that he is wrong, that he felt strong enough to show that he is the best center back in the team, whoever has come in to sign him, and that he's going to do his best to prove him wrong. Likewise, he's willing to help the club's transfer policy. In fact, Pique had other conversations with heavyweights from the club sporting area as well to reduce their salary. So Xavi told Pique, look, you're not going to start. You will be on the bench for the start of the season, and most likely you'll get minutes here and there based on injuries and rotation. Pique said, you know what, I want to stay and I'm going to prove you wrong. Xavi told him, but you got stuff outside of football, you got the breakup you're going through, you got injuries, you're not reliable. Pique said, yes I am. Xavi said, look, you're earning a lot of wages as well. If we can get rid of you, if you retire right now, it would just open up our salary spaces, salary cap, beyond belief. We owe you 40 million euros in deferred salary as well. Pique said, I will cut my wages and I want to stay. But again, I can almost guarantee you that this season will be Busquets and Pique's last season at the club. But there are very strong indications that Xavi will not consider Pique as a starter for next season. Now, Luis Rojo from Marca came out saying that Gerard Pique is set to earn more than 40 million euros in deferred salary, and this is why Barcelona want him to leave, as the club would have a wider margin to sign players. So again, if Pique retires, it would be beneficial for Barcelona because you get rid of that wage cap, and also the first salaries as well would open up more room and more margin to sign players. But Hanina Kodes from Cope came out saying that Pique wants to continue at Barcelona and he has a contract and he feels motivated. He is convinced that he will have a great season after recovering from his latest injury, and Xavi has him in the squad but possibly not as a starter. And finally, have Miguel from AES, so of course is very reliable and very close to Xavi, came out saying that Pique's intention is to continue next season but with a reduced salary, and Xavi has not told him that he should not continue. There were reports coming out saying that Xavi told Pique to retire, but apparently Xavi told Pique, you're going to be on the bench for the majority of the season. You'll not be considered as, a starter, but you could come in if you play well, injuries happen, all that sort of stuff. So there was this interview that Pique did back in 2021 where he said that once I'm no longer a starter, I will retire. So, I mean, we'll wait and see with Pique. Of course, Pique has been the hot topic in Barcelona over the past 2 weeks with all these deferred salaries that we owe him, the breakup, cheating on with Gavi's mom, which of course was fake, but now Xavi telling him that he will not be a regular starter. And I go back at the beginning of the video to that Koulibaly rumor. We have got to sign Koulibaly now if Pique will not be a starter. You have him and Araujo, well not him, but Koulibaly and Araujo as the starters, and then Pique and Christensen on the bench with Eric Garcia as maybe that 4th or 5th option. So it would be perfect for us, but now with Xavi now counting on Pique, you have got to sign another center back. I don't trust Araujo and Christensen, Araujo and Eric Garcia. That's not reliable in my opinion through a whole entire season. But of course, with the salary reduction, it is mainly on the captains, and also besides the captain, there is one very high earner at the club, and that is of course Frenkie de Jong. Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying that apart from the club's captains, Barcelona will also negotiate a salary reduction with Frenkie de Jong if he stays, as he is one of the highest earners in the squad following his contract agreed by the previous board. Apparently, Bartomeu gave him a salary of double this season. So now Frenkie de Jong is earning around 400,000 euros per week. He earns the most money in the squad after the captains. Of course, Busquets with his deferred salaries and stuff like that. Him and Pique and Jordi Alba are up there. But Frenkie de Jong is definitely top 4, top 5 highest earner players in the squad on 400,000 euros per week, because Bartomeu gave him that increasing salary, and then this season, for some sort of reason, didn't just increase by like 1 million, increased by 3 million. So now he's sitting on 450,000 euros per week, and that's also the main reason why the club want to sell him as well, to get rid of those massive wages, that way you don't have to sit down with him and negotiate. But if Frenkie de Jong stays, he said this before in the media, he will sit down and reduce his salary. He has no problem whatsoever if, of course, he stays at the club. So wait and see. Again, economic leverage will be on Thursday, and talks with the captains for the salary reduction will be starting this week, alongside Frenkie de Jong if he continues at the club, and also Pique and Busquets will most likely not continue at Barcelona from 2023. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is about that midfield position. Now, if we do sell Frenkie de Jong and we don't sign Bernardo Silva, which midfielder would you go for? Would you go for Gundogan, who the club won? My option of Fabian Ruiz, or maybe even someone else. Secondly, on Koulibaly. Of course, Barcelona have not started talks with Napoli or his agent, but do you believe that Barcelona can be in the race, put in a bid, and have the possibility of signing Koulibaly this summer? And finally, your thoughts on Busquets and Pique playing their last season at the club this summer and will not continue from 2023, and do you think in the end they will help the club and reduce their salaries? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.